Charles, the CEO of WRC 2025 Safari Rally. So this year, what can we look forward to in terms of organization and preparations, and also the experience for the fans?
I think one of the focus we have this year is to really make the rally more accessible to the spectators. And especially we have a big focus on the people who cannot really afford to come into the stadium, because sometimes to access the rally, you need to be driving. There are a few areas that you can access the rally easily. Hell's Gate on Sunday, Sunday the 23rd, that's an easy day to access the rally at Hell's Gate, for example. But we are setting up a public village at Morendat, which is just 4 kilometers from the Delamere shops going towards Nakuru on the right. We are setting up a rally village there. And the rally cars will be there every day. So some days they'll be there to compete, and some days they'll be there for autograph sessions. And the days the cars are not competing there, we'll have big screens for people to be able to catch up with the rally. So we are trying our best in 2025 to ensure the public can really access the rally. And of course on television. WRC Safari Rally is live globally, beamed by WRC TV, which carries out a beautiful operation to transmit. And in 2024, we made the feed available to all broadcasters in Kenya. We made the feed freely available to all broadcasters in Kenya. This year, we are negotiating with WRC TV to actually make the feed accessible to East Africa on a free-to-air platform. So we are very keen to ensure that the spectators can feel, can hear, can experience the rally safely. So we want them as close as possible, but not too close to be unsafe.
Thank you very much. So walk us through what we can expect from 20th to when the rally concludes on 23rd.
Yeah, so the rally week, the rally proper is 20th to 23rd. We flag off on the 20th, but rally week starts almost a few days before that. We are here at the service park in Naivasha. This place will be buzzing 10 days before the rally. We are going to make this place also accessible to the public, but in a controlled manner. So, really rally enthusiasts who want to come and see how the cars are assembled, how the cars, come from the containers, from a car that has no wheels and then it's assembled and so on. That will be those days from Monday of rally week. On the 19th, we have shakedown at Camp Moran. It's a brand new shakedown area that we have created at Camp Moran near Sleeping Warrior. So if you're interested to go to that, again, you can look at our maps. They are available on our website, www.safarirally.ke. You can go to the website, you can get the maps. Then on 20th, we're back in Nairobi. We flag off at KICC. We will move the flag off. We have spoken to the governor of Nairobi. We will move the flag off to outside City Hall. What that does is really make it more accessible to the public. So we want the whole of that City Hall way lined up with the public. They can watch the cars move out from the flag off into as they go to Kasarani. So 20th we have Kasarani. We've introduced a new stage on the 20th Thursday, which is again Morendat. The stage is called Mzabibu because it's a vineyard there. So when they leave Nairobi, they'll come to Safari Mall, where we have an autograph session, and then from there they go and do the 8-kilometer loop at Morendat, and then they come and retire here at Service Park. The next day, I may get the order wrong, but the next day we have 4 stages. It's going to be quite a hard day. We start at Camp Moran. If I can just think through the IT, we start at Camp Moran. We then use the back route through Great Rift all the way back into Loldia. Then from Loldia, we go into Geothermal, into Kedong. And Kedong this year, Geothermal this year is renamed Kengen Geothermal, because that stage is owned by Kengen. We have the Olkaria power plant there. We are actually working with Kengen in terms of sustainability for the rally. The same with Camp Moran. Camp Moran is one of the few air carbon capture sites in the world. So we are also using that to tell the story. And then into Kedong, we've maintained the Mitimbili jump, but we've rejigged the route. It's a much smaller route this year. From 30 kilometers, we are down to about 17 kilometers. And that's been brought in by some of the subdivision within Kedong, which has forced us to ensure that the rally is in a smaller route. But the public spectator stage is still available. Then on Saturday, we move to the Delamere farm, where we have Soisambu, Elementaita, and Sleeping Warrior, like it's always been. So we'll have the 2 viewing sites. If you use Haygate from the Nakuru Road, you can access the viewing point there. If you go to the other side on Pipeline Road, you can again access viewing from that point. We will be very strict on access into these conservancies. Then on Sunday, we have the famous Hell's Gate, of course, but we'll be starting at Morendat quite early, about 6:15, and then from there into Hell's Gate and into Oseria. So that is how the rally will be, and we really wish to welcome all Kenyans, Ugandans, Tanzanians, the world to join us in magical Kenya for the rally.
So thank you so much, Monsieur. So what number of entries are we looking at? Of course, we have the works teams, and also we have those competing for the ARC, and also the local KNRC.
So we are looking at a maximum of 50. We cannot accommodate more than 50 because of daylight hours, because we want to start and finish in daylight. And one of the biggest factors really moving that is safety. You know, the helicopters cannot fly beyond daylight hours. So our helimeds must be available for every last competitor. So we are very keen to make sure everybody's out of the stage and back to service park before darkness. So the main restrictor is time. So the works team, we have confirmation from all works teams. Toyota, we are hoping all 4 or 5 cars are going to arrive in Nairobi. We'll have that confirmation in a few weeks. Hyundai is coming, M Sport Ford are coming, the Skoda team are coming. We have a huge inquiry from privateers, you know, small teams from the UK and other countries who get themselves together in 2-3 teams. We are all going to be here. Then we'll have the ARC entries, and then the KNRC entries. So automatically, of course, if there is any excess, we'll be cutting from the KNRC. But we want to ensure that we have as many Kenyans, as many East Africans competing in WRC 2 and 3 and ARC. That is our main focus to encourage. And we are encouraging it by also saying we're going to support. So we want to ensure that we've got support for guys competing in WRC 2, 3, Karan, Nikhil, all those guys are competing in 2 and 3. And then you've got ARC and then KNRC.
And maybe lastly, when you look at this year as compared to last year, what are some of the maybe tweaks you've done from what we witnessed last year to this year?
I think the major tweaks, I've mentioned some of them. So tweak number 1 is that we've got 2 brand new stages. So that should have an excitement for the drivers. We've reversed some stages. I've said, please don't hold me to this, but we've reversed Kasarani for sure. I think we've reversed Element and 1 or 2 others. So those are reversed, which means the drivers will be meeting a totally different stage when they come. So those are the things we've done. It's a slightly longer rally, so it's going to be much tougher.
Thank you very much, sir.
Asante sana.